Hello, it's Gina here. I'm just about a minute late. I was almost ready to start and my phone kept vibrating, so I forgot to turn my notifications off. So I think I'm ready to go. Check this out and make sure everything is lined up. Hi, Jonna. Hi, Leslie. Does everything look straight? Can you see everything? Push this up just a tad. Today, I'm going to do something simple. I was up pretty late last night trying to figure out what I was going to show, and I thought maybe I would go back and do some old time stuff that we forget about, some techniques sometimes. Let's see. Hey, Kristen. Hope you're doing okay. I am just going to do something simple, like I said, sponging, and I'm going to use another new stamp set that we have in this catalog. It's called Sentiments and Stitches. I don't know how well these sentiments show up, but these are good ones for cards. Things like, I can't thank you enough, just a little note to say, I think you're pretty amazing. But what I like about this set is the little stitching that it has. Let me do this. Put it on this white piece right here so you can see. So there's little stitch marks like here. I like this. When I used to sew, I would end up with stitches that look like that. That's not good. And then these little straight line stitches. So I'm going to use this stamp set. And I also, what I'm going to do is use a shape to mask out the center of my card because I want just a white area to stamp on. And what I decided to do, this was my test sample last night. What I decided to do is I cut out a piece of white and I'm going to mat it onto black so that the black just barely shows. It's about 1/8 of an inch around. So I will mount that. And I chose the colors. I chose 3 colors, lemon, raspberry, and nectarine. I think I chose those colors because I miss sunshine. And I want color in my life right now. I know y'all all think the same, probably feel the same. So I'm going to use these 3 colors. This shape is from I think these are called the bracket frame, stitch bracket frame. So you see we have 3 sizes and I'm using the largest size. So I have already cut that out. Set that back there. Now I am gonna set the stuff I'm not using aside. I'm gonna start with the lightest color, which is lemon. So I'm going to ink with that. And I had a little problem last night with my shape slipping around, so I'm just going to put just a tiny bit, just to hold it in place so it doesn't slip so much. And just eyeball that. And I think this is the one I used. So I'm going to start with lemon because it is the lightest color. And I am just going to kind of go up. And you can see I'm kind of fanning out a little bit. Of course, you can do this any way you want. So while I'm sponging, let's see who else has joined me. Teresa, Jenny. Hey, Jenny, I haven't seen you in forever. Got a bunch of little grandkids I know that keep you busy. And Teresa, Krista. Okay. And let's see. I may sponge this one a little bit differently than I did the other one. All up to you. I'm going to do nectarine next. And what I think I'll do is do nectarine in the corners. I just feel like this is, and you can do as little or as much ink as you want. I'm trying to get the ink to be darker. And I'm actually going into some of the yellow area that I have already sponged. That's okay. Kind of makes you think of tie-dyed. And then the last color I'll do is raspberry. Use that side right there. Kind of makes you think of Easter. So this could be a fun thing if you've got kids at home trying to think of something to do. Give them a sponge and some ink and let them have at it. So I'm going to pull that off. So I love the way that finished edge looks when you mask something off like that. It doesn't look like much when you're doing it, but it just has a real pretty clean look when you pull off that shape. Hi, Laura. Okay, let's see. I'm going to put this on the matted piece. This is just very simple. If you need to make a quick card, and sometimes, you know, you don't always have to use pattern paper on a card. You can just give your card some color by sponging on it. Now, before I put this onto my card base, I'm going to go ahead and stamp on it. So I'm going to use the little sponge that comes in the, comes with the stamp. And let's do, I think I will do, wishing you everything happy. That's what I want to do there. Now remember, this one obviously I haven't used yet, so it's brand new. So, I did that on the wrong side of the block. I am going to rub that on my arm. Actually, put that on the wrong side, just to season it a little bit. And I'm going to use my black ink. And since I'm going to use this little stitch on here, I'm going to just stamp this up just a little bit. There you go. Clean my stamp. And, oops, dropped it. Right before I came on live, I had a really hard rain come through here. I could hear it on the roof. So it must have really downpoured. Okay, so this is the little stitch that I'm going to put right there. And I have these other stitches. Let's see. I used, on my other card, I used those right there. I'm trying to decide if I want to do the same thing. I think I will. I'm telling y'all, when I used to sew, I had problems with my sewing machine a lot. And I'm not kidding. That's what some of my stitches look like. Frustrating. So I'm just doing it in the corner. I don't want to do it all around. There we go. Now, the other accent that I added to my card is a little acrylic heart from this bag of white acrylic hearts. And look, there's so many in here. And I have the outline one because I kind of like to see the stitch mark. I think maybe I'll use that smaller one, that smaller outline on this one. And to make it orange, of course, we're going to use the alcohol marker. This is the Tri-Blend. I'm going to move that aside. And I'm just going to color it. I'm using the middle color because it's closer to the orange that I used. You don't have to, but I'm going to color the outside edge. It actually really dries quick. Okay. And let me go ahead and put this on my card here. Oops, not straight. There we go. Now I have this Aqua Tombow Mono liquid glue, so that's what I'm going to put on. This on with liquid glass would probably be even better, actually. I just didn't grab it. And I have some black dots. I'm going to add some black dots. Let's do some little ones. Maybe one more. Oops. There we go. So there is my finished card. I believe I like this one a little bit better than my prototype. I like the black matting behind it. There you go. So that is today's card. I would love to challenge y'all to make a sponged card like that, and let's if you make one, share it in the comments of this video so we can see the different colors of sponging inks, different shapes that maybe you use. That would be a lot of fun to see what y'all create, something similar to this. And before I go, I want to mention that I am doing a bingo this week. I hope you saw my post. There's a bingo card that you can print out with squares to complete. They're all pretty easy. And just look for it. I posted it under the announcements if you want to find it and find the rules. But you have all week long to complete a bingo through Saturday night. And I think I said that I would do a drawing on Sunday. So you must post a picture of what you do, and you must post a picture of your completed bingo to be entered into a drawing for a stamp set. So that's just some fun. Give you all week long. If if you can do it in the daytime, nighttime, so craft whenever you want. So I'm going to try to come up with some fun things during this social distancing time that we have together. And if you do one of these cards, there's some bingo squares I think that you might meet if you do it. So I hope everybody is having a great week, even though it's rainy. Let's pray for sunshine and for this virus to quit spreading so we can get back to our somewhat normal lives. But have a great day, everybody, and I'll be back tomorrow with something else at 11:45. See you then.